Hello, I'm Christine Riding. I'm Director of Collections and Research here at the National Gallery in London, and I'm standing in the biggest gallery here, room 32, which is dedicated to some of our great masterpieces from the Italian tradition, the Renaissance and also the 17th century, including great masterpieces by the likes of Caravaggio and Artemisia Gentileschi. Now, the National Gallery was founded in 1824, so we are coming up to our bicentenary, 200 years of the existence of the National Gallery in London. And as part of our celebrations, we will be doing major programs and projects in Trafalgar Square and also across the nation, because the National Gallery, of course, is the gallery of the United Kingdom. But we're also working internationally, and indeed the work that we're doing at Trafalgar Square with the closure of some of our galleries means that we actually have an opportunity to tour a wonderful collection of our paintings, 52 works of art, to Asia with partners in Shanghai, China, and also Seoul in South Korea, as well as Hong Kong. As a curator of British paintings at the National Gallery, I'm bound to highlight the work of a great British painter, John Constable, an artist that was born in the latter part of the 18th century and dies in the 1830s. And this work of art is called Stratford Mill, and it was exhibited at the Royal Academy in 1820. It was the second of his so-called six-footers, by which we mean paintings that are about 6 feet in length. And it really marked for Constable a gear change in terms of his ambitions to be both a successful rival to Turner, JMW Turner, but also to really show that he could be elected a Royal Academician. So it was really him upping his game in terms of his ambitions. However, the scale of this particular work, so it's a large landscape, is slightly belied by the intimacy and the freedom of the brushwork that Constable has used. And indeed, alongside Turner, Constable was one of the great radicals in landscape art in the first part of the 19th century. And this is because he didn't go down the route of classicizing and idealizing landscapes such as we see in the works of Claude Lorraine and other 17th century artists, but rather used the intimacy and freshness of the sketch, but on a grand scale. And indeed, at the time, people would have considered this painting, or many people would have considered this painting to be a sketch rather than a finished work of art. So this might feel like a quiet revolution, but a revolution it was. And indeed, it was through these kind of paintings and their exhibition both in London and in Paris in 1824 and 1827 that Constable achieved an international reputation.